Hello, everyone. I'm getting ready to share the showcase of schools for the school district of Palm Beach County. I'm going to share theirs. We'll watch theirs for a little bit, and then we'll switch over to H.L. Johnson. They should be going live any moment. So I am going to log on to theirs, and so you can see exactly what they're putting out for the showcase of schools, and then we'll move to H.L. Johnson, just individual information. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove myself and make sure that that screen is big and log into it. And they should be starting any moment. Let's see. Here we go.
All of the choice programs, there's more than 300 of them, as well as every single school within the school district of Palm Beach County. Really get to know all of the opportunities that we have for students here. Starting off this afternoon, we have Superintendent Mike Burke, who is joining us live right now. Mr. Burke, I know you would like to personally welcome everyone to our showcase today.
Absolutely. Welcome, everyone. This is our interactive Facebook Live event. The official Showcase of Schools will kick off at 5 p.m. But I thank you for joining us today and getting a little early start. This year's Showcase of Schools is virtual for the second time, but our team has worked really hard to pack as much information possible into this online event. And I think you're going to find it very informative. As Amy Littman said, we have over 300 programs, so there's a lot of material to cover. I really just want to thank you for taking such a strong interest in your child's education. I really believe that if we can get our kids, our students excited about their own education and have a vested interest in the program they pursue, that they will then be kind of motivated and the rest of things will take care of themselves. If they have that purpose, and they see the connection to their future with the school program they're enrolled in, then I think the test scores, all that other stuff kind of falls in line as they become their best motivator. This year's showcase, again, is got tons of programs that you can learn about. Our mission as a school district is to educate, affirm, and inspire each student. And again, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us here today. We're going to be able to answer your questions. We've got an esteemed panel that's going to follow me here that has really put this whole program together for us. Palm Beach County, this is something we're proud about. We are known for our choice programs, and we do get interest from other districts around the country checking in to see how we've been able to pull all this off. So again, we're happy to be here, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for that welcome, Mr. Burke. We have a lot of members of the community out there who are tuning in already, saying hello in the comments. We want to invite everyone to ask their questions about the Showcase of Schools as well as the choice application process. We'll get to those in a little bit. First, we'll go over some really important information about all of this, starting off with how the 2018 voter-approved referendum really continues to support these choice programs as well as fine arts.
At any time, you can go back and hear more about the referendum, but I don't want to waste anyone's time, especially if you're here to learn about H.L. Johnson's choice programs. So in our choice programs, I'm just going to make this a little larger. There you go. Obviously, H.L. Johnson Elementary School, that's who we are representing. I am Crystal Amato, the principal of H.L. Johnson. At H.L. Johnson, we have two choice programs. One of them is STEAM. In our STEAM program, students will learn team building activity, hands-on learning of science standards, engineering design process, and coding and careers. There are many things that we do as far as STEAM activities. So communication, cooperation, and social emotional learning also take place in our STEAM classroom. They are working together. They are communicating in order to work together. And we are always having them think critically about science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So it's extremely important here at H.L. Johnson. You see it throughout our school. We will have an open house. It will be with social distancing. If we need to do that at that time, it will be in December. So you'll be able to see some of these things that we do here on our campus. But STEAM, just some other things with STEAM, we are all about hands-on learning of our science standards. Even within our classrooms throughout H.L. Johnson, we have monthly STEAM activities that are grade level dependent. So that way your child is getting their grade level standards and we're meeting all the needs and rigor that we need to meet through our STEAM program. And we just review and expand on these standards within the classroom. So lots of different challenges happening in our STEAM classroom and in our STEAM activities here at H.L. Johnson. Another aspect in our STEAM Academy is engineering design process. So we have students ask questions, imagine different ways they can go about doing different things. And then from there, they plan, create, and then they test and improve. And that's a huge piece of our STEAM at H.L. Johnson. So we just make sure that that they're doing all of those steps and being a scientist really at hand and using those critical thinking skills and rigor. And then our coding and careers, our teacher, Miss Adams for STEAM really works on the sequence and algorithm and loops and debugging our robots and working with robots. So that's really something different here at H.L. Johnson. You see that a lot in high schools, but we also have that here in our elementary school. So it's a great way to really get a hands-on and understand how coding works and what different careers are involved in coding. And now that the entire world did go virtual for a bit, those careers were just showing how important it is and how extremely valuable those careers are in our society. So that's our STEAM program. And then we also are a Cambridge primary school, and that is recognized internationally. It fosters critical thinking skills and independent learning. Our Cambridge primary is within every single classroom here at H.L. Johnson as well. It's aligned to Florida standards, and standards students can explore subjects in depth. So it prepares these students to use their critical thinking skills and be able to learn more in depth in any area that they're learning the way our teachers teach, which is a lot of project-based assignments. And it also prepares students for accelerated courses in middle and high school. There are ACE classes in high school, which gets you college credits in high school. So it's something that is a way of thinking and learning and using all of your senses in order to go about learning within the classroom. So that's a great thing that we have here at H.L. Johnson is a Cambridge primary school. And just to talk about it a little bit further, the learner characteristics are being confident, responsible, reflective, innovative, and engaged. And we make sure we put that throughout H.L. Johnson as well. So both things, if you apply for H.L. Johnson on either academy, both of them are actually incorporated daily at H.L. Johnson. So it is something that you will have extra in addition to our elementary education. Applications do open Monday, November 1st, and I will be sharing this on our website, but you can click on there and it'll take you exactly to the application site. And tips for applying, make sure that you write down your login information. This is very, very serious. This is a way to get into elementary schools other than using your address is by getting into an academy. So make sure you write down your login information. Make sure you're inputting accurate information. Of course, submit your application. There are a lot of steps to this process, although they're making it as streamlined as possible. You will have preferred choices. You have a first and a second. H.L. Johnson, it should be hopefully your first preferred choice. And then make sure your email address is correct. All the information back and forth will be through your email address. So make sure you're using one that you check often. And then something else, if your zone school offers a program that you're interested in, you will have to apply to that school's program. So when you're applying for these choice programs, if you're applying to STEAM in Cambridge, I know Cambridge for sure, we are one of the few schools, but STEAM, a lot of elementary schools have a STEM or a STEAM program. So you want to make sure whichever one you are applying for, if your zone school offers that, you will be directed to your zone school. So that's a caveat to remember when you are applying for these choice programs. And you only need to apply if you're out of zone or if you specifically want your child to be in one of those choice programs. And the contacts that you'll have, of course, me, I'm Mrs. Amato, I'm the principal, and then Miss Agudello, the assistant principal. We're your two contacts. If you have questions about our choice academies, we will help you with the process. We will, anything you need, any questions you have, we're here to help. So I just wanted to let you know some of that information as far as our choice academies here at H.L. Johnson. Now I'm going to go back to the showcase of schools and see where they're at and see if that information is irrelevant. You can, of course, always follow School District of Palm Beach County. If you have questions for H.L. Johnson, I am always here. I will repeat this information in just a few minutes. I'm just going to check real quick. Let's see where they're at.
View this information. You can visit us online at palmbeachschools.org/showcase and see what each and every school has to offer. We do have other schools that are highlighted tonight as well. So if there is a school in your neighborhood that may not necessarily have a choice program, we want you to check that school out too, because they may be offering something there that is exciting and of interest to your child. But of course, if you are interested in applying to one of our choice programs, we encourage you to do that. We want you to take your time and really take a look at what each of the schools has to offer. There is tons of information on the virtual platform, again, by going to palmbeachschools.org/showcase and visiting the platform for each and every school that you may have an interest in. There's information there regarding a lot of aspects of the schools and the different programs.
Thank you for all that really important information. And we do have a couple of new programs that are going to be launching next school year. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes, we do have some exciting new programs that will be launching in FY23 that we want parents to be aware of. We have a really exciting program that's starting at Lakeshore Middle School out in the Glades. It's going to be a STEM program with the opportunity for students to learn coding and robotics and really have some fun with those types of activities. We also have another program that is in-house at Atlantic High School that is going to be starting, and that is a finance academy. So those students who are interested in that line of business, we encourage you to take a look at both of those new programs that will launch in FY23.
Those will be exciting to see how they unfold and the students who are taking part in those next year. So when does the application open and what are the deadlines? I know that's one of the biggest questions that we get to submit applications for choice programs.
Absolutely. And after you've had an opportunity to do your research, perhaps go to some open houses that are available. The application will open on November the 1st. The application deadline for any school that requires an audition is going to be December 10th. And you can see here on the screen those schools that do require an audition. All other schools, the application deadline is going to be January the 28th, 2022. The lottery results are going to go out the 1st of April.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for all of those important dates. Now, of course, everyone didn't necessarily need to run and grab a pad of paper and write them down. Those dates will be highly publicized to families in the coming weeks and months. And they're, of course, on that Showcase of Schools platform, palmbeachschools.org/showcase. So now, Ms. Coble, can you explain to us how the art program auditions will look in light of COVID-19 guidelines?
Absolutely. And I also want to say hello to everybody, all of our viewers, our families, our students, and thank you again for having us with you again, Ms. Lippman. The art program auditions, in light of the COVID-19 guidelines, all auditions will be held in person this year. Last year, we did have a virtual audition platform for obvious reasons, but this year, school is in session and we will be able to hold them
So everyone, you can get this straight from H.L. Johnson Elementary's website as well. As you can also reach out to me or the assistant principal, Danielle, at any time to answer your questions. So this is available just through H.L. Johnson, but every school, if you go on the school district of Palm Beach County, every school has some type of information, marketing information about their choice programs. So that's what she's talking about right now. Just to remind you a little bit about H.L. Johnson, we do have 2 Choice Academy programs here at H.L. Johnson. Both of them are school-wide. So we do incorporate both of them within our curriculum at every single grade level. If you are not zoned for H.L. Johnson, you do have to apply to be in a choice program in order to come to H.L. Johnson. So that's extremely important to know. Letting you know we have a STEAM program, team building activities, hands-on learning of science standards, engineering design process, and coding and careers is what we really try to focus on through our STEAM program and STEAM initiatives here at H.L. Johnson. These team building activities do happen in the classroom. We're consistently testing things in the classroom. It also helps with communication, cooperation, and social emotional learning with working with others. And then again, our hands-on learning of the science standards and our engineering design process, I feel like is huge for our students. Hopefully you're seeing this at home if your child already goes to H.L. Johnson. But if you are applying to be in our choice program, one of the things that we do is that we have children ask the questions, what do they want to learn? And then imagine doing that and then planning, creating, and then testing and improving their designs. So we are all about the engineering design process at H.L. Johnson. And then we do get a little bit into the coding and careers. We want to make sure that they know that this is used throughout our society and how important that these careers are with STEAM. So especially being in a pandemic and going to a world that was virtual for a little bit, now we're back in person, but still having to follow some of these guidelines and how important it is. And they can see it for themselves. You know, some of them had to learn online last year. And so just what is important, what they can learn now to bring with them to the future. H.L. Johnson is also a Cambridge primary school. Cambridge is recognized internationally and it fosters critical thinking skills and independent learning. It's, of course, aligned to the Florida standards. Everything we do is aligned to Florida standards. Also gives students a way to explore subjects in depth, and it's multi-dimensional, meaning that we use all kinds of our sensory to really learn here at H.L. Johnson. And then it prepares students for accelerated courses in middle school and in high school. Some of our learner characteristics for Cambridge is confident, responsible, reflective, innovative, and engaged. And it just really prepares students for life by helping them develop informed curiosity and lasting passion for learning. So we want to instill that in our students. We take pride in our students loving to come to H.L. Johnson and loving to learn. So these are the 2 choice programs H.L. Johnson does have to offer, STEAM and Cambridge Primary School. Applications do open Monday, November 1st. I will make this live. You can click on where it says click here to apply. And again, that opens Monday. Tips for applying, you need to make sure that you write down your login information. This is extremely important. Once you apply, all results will, as far as lottery, will be received on April 1st, 2022. And then you need to make sure you input accurate information, make sure you submit the application on time. You put the preferred choice. You do get 2 choices. H.L. Johnson should be your number 1 for STEAM and Cambridge. And then make sure the email that you put in the application is an email you check often, because that's where the communication will come in back and forth. So for example, if you start completing an application, but the deadline is starting to come up soon, I will start sending emails out to people that have not completed or submitted their application. So make sure your email is accurate and you are checking that often. I do want to let you know that if your zone school offers a program that you're interested in that is the same as H.L. Johnson's, you will be directed to your zone school. So you need to make sure you know what programs are offered in your zone school if you want to apply for H.L. Johnson and we are not your zone school. H.L. Johnson, we only offer 2, which is STEAM and Cambridge Primary. But again, it is intertwined within our curriculum here at H.L. Johnson all the time, every single day, matter of fact. Your contacts for any choice application information is Miss Agudelo, who is our assistant principal, and then me, the principal, Miss Amato, and we will help you with any part of the process that you need help with. So I'm going to go back to the school district and what they're saying on their YouTube, but I just want to make sure that you know about us at H.L. Johnson. Again, anything you need, we are your contacts. We can help you in applying. And again, applications open up November 1st. We plan to have a type of open house here at H.L. Johnson. It may look different than it has looked prior to the pandemic, but we are willing to have you on our campus. It just might be in smaller groups to see exactly what's happening here. But we want and welcome you at H.L. Johnson. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the showcase of schools. They're right now, sorry, just looking at it, showing you what it looks like. You can visit any elementary school on the School District of Palm Beach County's website, and you can explore what each school has to offer. But obviously, I'm doing this for H.L. Johnson. We do have 2 choice academies, and that is STEAM and Cambridge Primary School. And we hope you join us next year. But in order to do that, if you're not zoned for our school, you do need to complete a choice application to get into H.L. Johnson. And of course, if you have any questions, just going to show you this one more time. Miss Agudelo, our assistant principal, can help you with all of your needs, as well as me, the principal, Mrs. Amato. And we're here just to answer questions. I do see that we have 2 comments, so I'm going to look at that. Oh, it's showing that the audio is going in and out for the showcase of schools. I apologize. That is, I'm not sure why that's working that way, but if you want to go to it, you can go to the showcase of schools on YouTube for the School District of Palm Beach County, and you can watch those videos directly. I was just trying to share some of them with you because why not hear from the school district themselves? Any other questions? Okay, well, again, please contact us if you have questions. Applications open up November 1st. Make sure you get your application in, especially if you are not zoned for H.L. Johnson. You need to do an application, and you do need to apply for either STEAM or Cambridge. You do get 2 choices, and we hope H.L. Johnson is your number 1 choice. It's ours. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you have questions, again, you can contact Miss Agudelo or me, Mrs. Amato, at H.L. Johnson Elementary. We hope you have a good evening and hope to see and hear from you soon.